welcome to Exploring the Holos. I'm just going to start right off because this camera just wants to keep starting recording. I hit the off button and it says 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just going to start it off here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video to all your friends and family because that's how we get the word out. And today I'm going to talk about maybe a couple of things, but first off, the Billionaires Death Tax. And we are never going to have a free and fair society as long as the oligarchs are controlling all the wealth. We have plenty of resources to do what we want to do and have the society that we want to have that can provide the resources for every individual to actualize and have at least a decent life. And Teleocracy will provide the laws to wipe out these billionaires in one generation. And establishing the Billionaires Death Tax will also close the wage gap, the income gap, and scaling taxation will prevent them from ever returning. The Billionaires Death Tax plan places an inheritance cap at $1 million. Under this policy, no individual can inherit more than $1 million. This might seem strict or unfair, but it's crucial to understand that in the context of Teleocracy's principles, the essence of this policy is not about penalizing wealth, but it's about ensuring that wealth does not perpetrate inequality, and power imbalances across generations. To a very rich family, $1 million may not seem a lot, but if you have everything else provided, how much more do you really need? I think it's just like it's been accepted that these families can hoard all the wealth, and it's not right. It's just not fair. And yeah, I think this is a very good plan. And the Billionaires Death Tax is a key mechanism to dismantle the entrenched power of the billionaire class by capping inheritance at a level that is generous at $1 million, but not excessive. The perpetuation of the vast wealth across generations is prevented. This will break the cycle of wealth accumulation that often leads to disproportionate influence and power in the hands of a few. And you could see this with the total control that they have because they have all the money. Look at Elon Musk. It's almost like he is the actual president, because he can sway the elected president just by how much money he's willing to throw him. And I think he played a huge part in getting his preferred candidate elected. It wasn't the total. They say that Kamala Harris had more money, but she didn't have, apparently she didn't have very smart people telling her how to use that money. A lot of it was wasted on stupid things like plastering her face on the Sphere in Las Vegas for $450,000 a day. Stuff like that. But yeah, implementing the Billionaire Death Tax will move the world towards a society that values the collective well-being over the individual wealth accumulation. In a single generation, the influence of the billionaire class could be ended, leading to a society where everyone has a fair chance to succeed. And it goes on, further. The transitory period. There's going to have to be a period where we start off at capping inheritances and redirect the resources to where they could be used most in society. Transitioning to a teleocracy is a slow process. We have to do one phase at a time. In the fully realized state of teleocracy, inheritance will be phased out. This is because a truly equitable society shouldn't depend on the transfer of wealth from one generation to the next. And you look at, it kind of ties in. I think I wanted to go back to this. I am further than this in this Teleocracy book. And but I came back to this because I think the Billionaires Death Tax is a very important idea. I mean, it's not completely taking money. You're not taking money away from people until they die, and you are leaving something for their family. You shouldn't have to leave anybody more than $1 million. And this also, it's a good thing for the people inheriting the money to have some skills of their own. You can't just grow up knowing that you're always going to be a billionaire or a millionaire. You know, you have to have some skills of your own. I've never had $1 million, and I never grew up thinking that I would have $1 million. So I had to do what it took to survive. And I think it's good for every person to at least have some skills when it comes to life. You know, knowing how to go to the store and get their own groceries or stuff like that, knowing how to get their own car running or how to get the oil changed, or, you know, basic things like this. And I'm sure there's homeless people out there that they know a lot more than I do when it comes to survival. I've never had to survive on the streets. So we want everybody to be somewhere in the middle, being able to take care of themselves, but not having to live on the street. And it comes back to these people that a current president-elect is selecting for his cabinet. Most of them are completely unknowledgeable in the jobs they're being placed in. I was kind of surprised. Some of them are not too bad. So, like the Secretary of Labor, she's actually a pro-union candidate, so that's good. And I think that she was endorsed by the Teamsters. But most of these people have never had actual jobs. That these people are picked not for what they know, but they're picked for their loyalty. They were loyal to Trump, and he rewarded them for their loyalty. And many of them are inadequate when it comes to the positions that they are picked for. One is a news host. The other one doesn't believe in vaccines. Or one is a ex-executive for WWE. And we need to get rid of this kind of influence in our government. Our government needs to get back to a populist mindset. By populist, I mean it needs to get back to caring about what the voters need, caring about what their people need. The government is supposed to be a servant of the people. The representatives are called representatives because they're supposed to represent the people, not the money. So if you go back a couple of months ago, I did a video on Project 2025. And one of the things that I said in there that was in the Project 2025 was that he was going to appoint loyalists. And that's what he's doing. So I suggest that you watch that video again, and then kind of keep an eye on what's happening with this. And so yeah, if you want to go back and look at that Project 2025 video I did, you will see that he picks all loyalists, just like I said he was going to, because he needs people to that are not going to waver from his instructions or from their instructions. I think that the plan isn't all coming from him. I think that he doesn't care much as long as he gets to stay in power, and he cares more about what people think about him than anything. He cares a lot about money, but I think money for him is just so that he can, it's for his ego. You know, he wants people to love him. So, yeah, that's all I really had this week. It's been a very busy week. I guess have a good rest of your holiday Thanksgiving weekend. And thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And till next time, I may have another couple of videos coming out of this Teleocracy book. I did get the Psychogenesis, but I'm still only halfway through Teleocracy because I've been so busy. So, yeah. Hope to see you next weekend. Ad Astra, my friends. Wait, before you go anywhere, go on over to tyt.com and sign the populist plank. That would be the first step in destroying our two-party system. What that is a pledge that you're signing to only vote for politicians who are going to vote to help the voters, that are going to support populist positions that are popular for everyone that's not a millionaire or billionaire. So if you want to end the terrible two-party system that does nothing for us, go over to tyt.com and sign the populist plank. And that will begin a new voting block before the next election. That I'm not going to say there's going to be a new party, but we want to start getting people into the mindset where you need to vote for people regardless of party that are going to support your best interests. So go over to tyt.com/populist plank and vote. Ad Astra, my friends.